Please be seated. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you to this graduation ceremony in the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall. This is a special day for you graduates. It's a day to be rightly proud of what you have achieved. It's also a special day for friends and family of the graduates. You are likely to have played at least a supporting role, and I want to thank you on behalf of the university for the encouragement that you've given to our graduates. It is also a special day for the university and for the colleagues who have interacted with you during your time here. Graduation is always a special occasion. However, when the graduates have completed degrees in nursing, it is extra special. The affirmation that will follow later in the ceremony is evidence that the programs you've studied are a little different from most of the university's other programs in what they have trained you and prepared you for. I had the privilege of presiding over the graduation ceremony for nursing degrees for the first time 3 years ago. And at that time, I mentioned this to a colleague who had had recent experience with the healthcare system, both herself and through her mother's illness. I was telling her that I thought the graduation of nurses would be extra special. And she said, "You mean because they're like doctors, only more useful?" So I know they're likely to be doctors amongst friends and family, and maybe also here on the stage. And I hope my citing my outspoken friend has not caused offense. I hope you can see her point, though. Though both she and her mother were grateful for what doctors did for them, it was the nursing staff that they remembered from their time in hospital. And it was they who made sure that the experience was, after all, a good one at a difficult time. It's not just the programs you've studied that makes you special, it is also the university at which you've studied. The University of Manchester is a prestigious university. It is ranked in the top 5 in the UK, and it is either 30th or 41st in the world ranking, depending on which of the 2 most influential rankings you choose to believe. Under normal circumstances, one might not be inclined to boast about coming 30th or 41st, but if it's out of all the universities in the world, then it is quite an achievement. What makes us great are our people, staff and students. And during your time here, each one of you will have in your own way have contributed to making us who we are. Not only our current students shape the university, our alumni are as important to us, and I hope you will continue to play a role in making us who we are, also in the future, as alumni of the university. It is customary on occasions like these to tell you of the famous people connected to the university. The atom was first split here by Ernest Rutherford, and we have another 24 Nobel Prize winners associated with the university, most recently the 2010 Nobel Prize for Physics. Alan Turing developed the first programmable computer here, and Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Turing in the film The Imitation Game, is a graduate of the university. Our alumni have made national and international impressions, not just in academic achievements, but in a broad range of fields. Our former students include Anna Ford, a broadcaster who was the first female newsreader on ITV, Margaret Beckett, a Labour politician and the longest-serving female MP. One of our former students and now honorary doctor is Sir Philip Craven, who has represented Great Britain in wheelchair basketball in 5 consecutive Paralympic Games, who has also competed in track and field and swimming in the Games, and who is now president of the International Paralympic Committee. It's quite possible that some years from now, when one of my successors presents degrees like I'm doing today, your name is included in the list of famous graduates. However, whether you reach fame or not, what I wish for you is that you find your niche in life, professionally and personally, a place where your knowledge and skills are valued and used, and where you have the right level of challenge to develop further as a professional and as a person, while at the same time feeling secure in your abilities. I know that the degree you've completed at the University of Manchester will have prepared you well for this. The degrees you have graduated from will have prepared you especially well also for making a difference to others. All that remains for me now is to encourage you again to keep in touch with the university and with my colleagues who have taught you. I hope you're aware that the Alumni Association, our Careers Office and our library will still offer you benefits now that you're not students, but graduates of the University of Manchester. And now I will pass over to Professor Dame Nikki Cullen to speak on behalf of the school. Thank you very much.
So firstly, a huge congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. Whether you're being awarded your PhD or a nursing degree, you will have learned a great deal about your subject and probably even more about yourself. I hope you're all feeling extremely proud. The School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work is extremely proud of all of you. Many of you will have overcome huge obstacles, not least to get to the university in the first place, to commit to and complete a rigorous course of study, and to balance studying with the rest of your life. These are not small achievements. Some of you will be wishing that you'd worked harder at university and achieved more. You may have underestimated your own ability, and now that you've finished and can see what you may have achieved with a bit more effort, you may feel some regret. If that matters to you, it is a valuable learning experience for the next time you begin some study. Because whether you're receiving a bachelor's degree today or a PhD, this should not be the end of your studies. We should all be lifelong learners. And if you found this course a bit of a grind, and at this moment in time you're feeling never again, you now need to find your passion. What you've got so far is the basics. Now you need to find what you're really excited about, because your future study will be more specialised and you will enjoy it more. Learning and personal development are a joy when you find your niche, and we hope that you'll consider returning to the University of Manchester for your future study. So you're graduating from the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work in a time of tumultuous challenge and change within health and social care, particularly in Manchester. The Health and Social Care Act of 2012 introduced a number of key changes to the way the National Health Service is run, including the launch of clinical commissioning groups who purchase care on behalf of their local communities, as well as greater integration of healthcare with social care. You will have heard about the devolution of Manchester's £6 billion health and social care budget from central government to the local councils and the local NHS in Greater Manchester. The big idea is that local decision-making should enable the system to be more responsive to local need. It's hoped that localising decision-making about health and social care will enable us to improve the health of the people of Manchester and close what is currently an enormous inequality in health that exists between people of Greater Manchester and the rest of the UK. Now, whether this plan works remains to be seen, but one of the roles of universities in all this is to explore the impact of policies such as this, and research is already being planned within the University of Manchester to evaluate whether devolution really delivers the intended benefits. So exciting times then, and many of you who will be working in Greater Manchester and will be part of these developments and contribute to them. Whatever your course of study, you will have learned how to approach complex health or research questions, and using critical thinking, come up with solutions that improve outcomes. But despite how it feels when you're in the middle of having assignments or exams, it isn't actually the facts that you've learned at university that matter so much. It's the critical thinking, the behaviours, attitudes and skills that you develop that set you up for your future career and for life. My own experiences as a student nurse, staff nurse, and then as a PhD student and academic have shaped my views on what's important in professional and personal matters. And I feel it's really important to have goals, but sometimes necessary to change direction. And actually these changes can bring new and unexpected opportunities that actually turn out to be more exciting than your original plan. So it's important to be flexible and open to new opportunities. Don't be limited and defined by your current circumstances, as so many aspects of life will change during your career. But remember, you have some control over your own destiny, and you can make important choices for yourself and seize opportunities. Also remember that knowledge is provisional. So what is fairly cutting edge today may be superseded by new research findings tomorrow. And for me, that is what is the most exciting thing about health care and health research. Practicing in nursing, midwifery, social work, or health research demands a sceptical and sophisticated understanding of different forms and sources of knowledge, including the rich sources of knowledge that come from social networks, from communities of practice, patients, service users, and research collaborators. The effective practitioner or researcher recognises the importance of deploying the appropriate knowledge and skills for a particular situation. I also recommend that you learn to embrace failure and the educational and development opportunities that failure brings. We learn far more from the things that go wrong than the things that go to plan. As an academic, failure is a regular occurrence. I originally said daily basis, but then thought you might feel think a bit less of me, so it's regular. The manuscripts that are rejected, the research grants, applications that aren't funded, they're really commonplace to us. But if we approach these setbacks with a growth mindset, we mustn't hold on to those negative emotions you get from failure, but focus on improving our original plan, learning from the failure. We reduce the risk of future failure and improve on the overall result. Finally, it's important to recognise that we all got to where we are today in large part because of the love and support we've received from parents, family, friends, partners. I encourage you to remember and acknowledge these supports in your lives. I congratulate all of you on your achievement and wish you every success and happiness in the future. And please keep in touch with the school and the university because we want to know how it all turns out. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nadia Atif. Alison Gale Cook. Jean Winterbottom. And for the degree of Bachelor of Nursing in Adult Nursing with Honours, Salwa Abdul. Nuru Abdul Halim. Felicia Adeyoye. Carolina Agostino. Khadija Akhtar. Alicia Ali. Helen Alka. John Anike. Claire Applin. Jennifer Armistead. Helen Ashworth. Alice Atkinson. Sonia Aylward. Jessica Louise Bagshaw. Tessa Ball. Melissa Banks. Amy Barlow. Adam Bartle. Rachel Beardwood. Siobhan Beaver. Naomi Margaret Bell. Nicolette Nash Burble. Taslima Bibi. Tiffany Binns. Annabelle Jade Bird. Donna Claire Booth. Elizabeth Bradley. And also awarded an Exceptional Academic Achievement Award, Sally Bradshaw. Suzanne Brown. Holly Burrows. Daniel Burt. Julianne Campbell. Louisa Campi. Melanie Amanda Carrington. Tareem Chowdhury. Eve Clark. Mary Catherine Clarkson. Amy Clements. Cecilia Cole. Alicia Lucretia Colby. Hannah Cook. Jodie Elizabeth Cooper. Lauren Cornell. Nicola Louise Cox. Colette Cunningham. Nazira Dakri. Laura Claire Davis. Fiona Davey. Philippa Jade Dawson. Stephanie Laura Day. Heidi Dean. Lucy Catherine Devlin. Jade Marie Devon. Ruth De Clementi. Carolina Diminska. Elizabeth Ray Eldridge. Katie Evans. Molly Beth Evans. Paul Farmer. Mary Farrell. Isabel Fitzgibbon. Shanice Fordham. Helen Fraser. Leasha Gabriel Richards. Ellen Gallagher. Georgia Gallimore. Charlotte Gildart. Emily Gill-Hespy. Kirali Jane Gooding. Nina Gorman. Joshua Gould. Holly Gray. Ben Greystone. Charlotte Ann Greer. Daniel Grindy. Sarah Grabisky. Emily Harper. Isabel Harris. Perry Lee Hartfield. Joanna Hartley. Janine Haslam. Lauren Hatfield. Charlotte Hatton. Jessica Head. And also awarded the Best Dissertation Prize, Jodie Anna Hebson. Darcy Hilary. Catherine Hepburn. Esme Jocelyn Heppel. Claire Hopkins. Sally Jane Houghton. Kirsty Howarth. And also awarded an Exceptional Academic Achievement Award, Emily Howe. Katie Hubble. Nia Angerud Hughes. Bethany Hughes. Esme Hume. Zarina Hussain. Stacey Hussain. Anisa Imtiaz. Rebecca Ingham. Nafisa Ishak. Rebecca Jenkins. Kerry Jones. Alice Jones. Chloe Jones. Gwendoline Cathy Jones. Saika Kazi. Chloe Keane. Georgina Kelly. Diane Louise King. Natasha D. Kirby. Chloe Victoria Knight. Shazia Al-Noor Ladder. Ruth Elizabeth Lamb. And also awarded a Best Dissertation Prize, Claire Margaret Langan. Gareth Latham. Tammy Lavelle. Vicky Lawrence. Sarah Lee. Chelsea J. Leese. Matilda Lightfoot. Jane Louise Lillywhite. Helen Ruth Longbottom. Lucy Georgina Macareth. Georgina Honor Madden. Tasnim Mahmood. Pauline McCamty Kamini. Sarah Elizabeth Malone. Helena Sarah Margerison. Susanna Maslovska. Lydia Mazarek. Fiona Macaulay. Sarah Ann Victoria McDermott. Gemma Louise McGowan. Kate McNeil. Lucy Milner. Zainab Mariam Morajeri Agmiuni. Danielle Moody. Rachel Jane Moore. Abby Morton. Rebecca Lucy Morris. Esther Naomi Moss. Joanna Louise Mountford. Sophie Mundy. Asma Musa. James Neeson. Danielle Nevitt. Jane Noble. Kerry O'Boyle. Samantha O'Brien. Rita O'Connor. Chimdindu Odinye. Thomas Overton. Jessica Marie Parker. Kalpana Patel. Rachel Rose Patton. Josephine Popel. Amy Quantick. Jennifer Raggett. Lucy Rain. Jay Rainford. Itbar Rani. Jane Redshaw. Megan Richards. Naomi Richardson. Charlotte Riley. Gladys Elsie Rimmerye. Abby Rimmer. Catherine Ann Mary Rimmer. Victoria Elizabeth Ismay Roberts. Alfred Roberts Dalton. Philip Robinson. Rebecca Elizabeth Rostron. Sophie Francis Rowlands. Sana Shahid. Emma Jane Shelton. Orla Simpson. Amelia Slezak. Francis Sloan. Grace Smith. Chloe Elizabeth Smith. Poppy Helen Smith. Elizabeth Somerville. Jenny Ann Spooner. Hannah Stenhouse. Michelle Stennings. Kirsty Stephen. Sarah Jane Stevenson. Laura Elizabeth Stokes. Fionn Sarah Stone. Claire Stowell. Catherine Rose Swainpole. Laura Elizabeth Alice Sykes. Danny Chun Kit Tang. Jennifer Taylor. Ruhaif Usama Tusis. Chelsea Patricia Trow. Rebecca Mary Turnock. Jennifer Vickers. Ria Claire Wagstaff. Rebecca Wakefield. James Alexander Weller. Amelia Wales. Holly Jane White. Jolie Grace Williams. Daisy Wolsey Cooper. Alice Grace Wood. Jessica Woodfield. Rebecca Lorna Wyatt. Kieran Eunice. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Adult Nursing, Lauren Louise Frost. Paula Ryan. And in Nursing Practice with Honours, Ruth Elizabeth Clout. Claire Jane Edwards. Laura Herity. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing Practice, Hayley Louise Hilton Holman. Philippa Jane Knight. Stephanie Lauren McKay. Alison Jane Middleton. Rachel Vandermark.
So we have a tradition in the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work that when our nurses and midwives take their qualifying degree, they say the affirmation. And the affirmation is a representation really of the values and behaviours that we believe the best healthcare professionals represent. So I'd like those of you who've just taken your qualifying degree to stand and say the affirmation along with me, please. We'll all say it together. You should have it on a sheet in front of you. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'll count to 3 and then we'll all go at the same time. 1, 2, 3. I affirm that I will make the care of patients my first concern. Treat every patient politely and considerately. Respect patients' dignity and privacy. Listen to patients and respect their views. Give patients information in a way that they can understand. Respect the right of patients to be fully involved in decisions about their care. Keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. Recognise the limits of my professional competence. Be honest and trustworthy. Respect and protect confidential information. Make sure my personal beliefs do not prejudice patient care. Act quickly to protect patients from risk if I have good reason to believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice. Avoid abuse of my position as a nurse or midwife. Work with colleagues in the ways that best serve patients' interests. In all these matters, I will never discriminate unfairly against my patients or colleagues. I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. I so affirm. Thank you.
Then I will ask you to stand up again, please. And if you can now put your hats on, because you are now formally graduates of the University of Manchester, and this will give us a final chance to congratulate you all together. Well done. I wish you all a very good evening of celebration, and I now declare this ceremony closed.